Coming up on Mountain News this morning, doctors across the Commonwealth use this month to bring awareness to Kentucky's leading cause of death, and one Kentucky town prepares to celebrate the birth of one of our nation's earlier presidents.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's almost 6 o'clock here on this Wednesday morning, the middle of the week. I can almost see the weekend. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And let's check in with Brandon for a look of our weather this morning. And it's all pretty calm. Nothing major popping up, which thankful for.
Exactly. So we've had a fairly quiet week. Now, I do think that changes a little bit this evening with some spotty rain chances, but overall still a fairly nice week. And today, a fairly nice day as temperatures could approach the upper 50s in some locations. Let's take a look at current conditions this morning. US 119, US 23 over at Pikeville, that intersection there at Pikeville Commons. A couple of cars there at the light, but no major traffic issues this morning. 20s, 30s, 40s. That's what we have across the region. We had a teen there for just a minute in Jonesville, but they're back up to 21. That is the coldest spot in the region, followed by Jacksboro and Middlesboro, both at 23, and 43 in Irvin and 40 in Monticello are our warm spots this morning. A lot of folks close to 40 already this morning. 57 is our forecast high. Our average high is 47, and the record high for today set back in 2001 of 72 degrees. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, February is American Heart Month, the time dedicated to promoting awareness and knowledge surrounding heart health across the country. A time with a bit of extra meaning in the Commonwealth, since Kentucky is one of the states where heart disease is the leading cause of death. But heart disease can be difficult to diagnose since it can very easily go unnoticed.
Sometimes, however, the first evidence of somebody having coronary artery disease or any other cardiovascular disease is an event like a heart attack.
Well, doctors say it's important to know the risk factors like family history, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol to better protect yourself from heart disease. Kentucky lawmakers joined forces with several organizations to promote oral health yesterday. They say that better dental care leads to a healthier body. The Kentucky Beverage Association, along with Volunteers of America and some others, are launching the Healthy Mouth, Healthy You campaign. They say there needs to be more access and awareness for professional dental care.
For too long, dentistry and medicine have lived in their own individual silos, as if the mouth was not even connected to the body.
Program organizers say poor dental health can lead to heart disease, diabetes, and low birth weight babies. The state Senate passed a resolution making February 8th Children's Oral Health Awareness Day. The most recent flooding in the region has some homeowners waiting for answers about assistance, but some people in Pike County are still working through what the waters left behind during flooding last August. Our buddy Forbes has more on an attempt from one administration to aid in those efforts.
The Small Business Administration is offering a small hand up for the people of Pike County.
I felt like we're really fortunate to be able to get this.
After floodwaters poured through the eastern reaches of the county in August, people felt they were left out to dry.
You can tell on the walls how deep it was.
You know, we weren't able to get a individual assistance through FEMA on this, but with SBA potentially being able to help them is I thought was a great thing.
This week, Pike County officials announced the county's inclusion in the SBA's Virginia Disaster Assistance Loan Program.
Some people have actually had to file seconds on their house just to be able to repair them.
Homeowners can apply for up to $200,000 to replace or repair real estate.
What's left of my gas on?
And up to $40,000 to repair or replace personal property. That personal property loan is also available to renters.
Say that they extended themselves and they do have credit, and then maybe they put it on credit cards just to get their houses back in order, get the repairs made.
Businesses and organizations can apply to borrow up to $2 million for repairs. Emergency Management Director Nee Jackson says this low-interest loan opportunity could be a lifesaver for those who are barely keeping their head above.
It never fails when somebody has a disaster happen, even a fire, that they'll say, you know, I just had to cancel my insurance because I couldn't afford it. And, you know, unfortunately now, that's one of the things that people, you know, they have to make decisions because of the economy.
He is hopeful that those who can will research the option and take advantage of the opportunity. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
We'll find out more who is eligible and how to apply on our website at WYMT.com or by calling the Pike County Emergency Management Office for more guidance at 606-432-0210. Crews with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet District 12 have been hard at work since the beginning of 2022. Crews have been battling snow and ice on the roads after treating the roads with salt and calcium. This causes minor damage to the roads, but they could become major issues if not treated in a timely manner. Crews have since started to repair roads again after major delays because of weather, but are exhausted after working weekends for more than 1 month.
I put them above anybody. They've been out through all the snow, all the ice. They've been out, keeping our roads, clear and safe as much as they can. They've worked every weekend, I think, since New Year's, and I'm sure they're very tired, and hopefully this coming weekend they can have a weekend off. I hope.
Crews want to remind folks to be patient and careful around work zones. Kentucky lawmakers have advanced a bill that could lower your car tax bill for this year. Supply issues have translated into older cars being worth more, and as a result, the tax bills that started going out last month reflected that. A bill could change how taxes are assessed. Our Phil Pendleton has more on the legislation.
Taxable value is a lot more.
Going to pay your car taxes might require a little more cash this year.
And quite frankly, this is a market correction. It's not a tax increase.
Supply chain issues with newer cars as older cars worth more. As a result, because of the way they're assessed, your property tax bill will also be more.
It wasn't that we raised taxes. The state didn't raise, the county didn't raise, the county school didn't raise. No one raised taxes over this period of time. So it was all based on the value of vehicles.
Is House Bill 6.
A House panel voted unanimously to approve a bill that sets the trade-in value to average instead of clean.
House Bill 6 follows concerns from my constituents regarding a letter that they received from the executive branch stating that their motor vehicle appraiser values would be increasing by 40% in 2022 compared to 2021.
There is a provision in this bill which states that you'll get a refund if you've already paid your car taxes this year, but some have raised questions on how long that will take and who will issue those refunds.
Information in as quick as possible.
Franklin County's clerk says there may be issues in paying back money that's already been allocated to other agencies.
And we pay those, all the taxing districts, on a monthly basis. So we have already paid out these taxes.
Hancock also says that it's not clear if the refunds will be issued by his office or if they'll come from the state. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the bill now goes to the full House for consideration. Kentucky's longest-serving congressional member is being accused of poking and swearing at another member of Congress. Congresswoman Joyce Beatty of Ohio tweeted Tuesday afternoon that she asked Congressman Hal Rogers to put on his mask while the two were boarding a train at the Capitol to head to the House floor for a vote. Beatty claims the 84-year-old Rogers poked her in the back and told her to get on the train. The Congresswoman says she then told Rogers not to touch her. She says he responded to her with a cuss word. During a news conference yesterday, members of the Congressional Black Caucus condemned Rogers.
Because who does Harold Rogers think he is? How dare he put his hands on anyone, man, woman, or child? How dare he assault Joyce Beatty? How dare he jab her aggressively in the back? How dare he verbally attack her? How dare he say, kiss my ass? Who do you think you are?
Well, in a statement, Rogers apologized to Beatty and said his words were not acceptable, expressing his regret. Beatty later said she accepted his apology. U.S. Representative John Yarmuth has endorsed Morgan McGarvey as his choice to succeed him in Congress. McGarvey has amassed a huge fundraising advantage over his primary rival, State Representative Atisha Scott in the Louisville area 3rd District. At their appearance on Monday, Yarmuth referred to McGarvey as a true champion of progressive values. Scott responded to the endorsement by saying black women are always told to wait our turn, and that says that includes Democratic policies. Well, officials in the Kentucky town where Abraham Lincoln was born are gearing up to celebrate the 213th anniversary of the event. The city officials in Hodgenville say the Lincoln Museum and Lincoln Days are working together to host events on Saturday. That include 2 wreath-laying ceremonies, a statue rededication, and a luncheon. A spokeswoman for the Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park said the superintendent will speak after a floral wreath is placed at the symbolic birth cabin. Lincoln Days President Pat Dorman said another wreath will be placed at downtown Hodgensville's Boyhood Lincoln statue, which will be rededicated.
6:09 here on this Wednesday morning, and we're looking at some warmer than usual temperatures. A lot of 20s still out there in some of those southern locations, but we're seeing more 30s and 40s to go around this morning across our region. 43 Irvin, the hot spot. 21 Jonesville is the cool spot, but you're seeing many locations in those mid to upper 30s and close to 40 already. 57 this afternoon, sun and clouds. A stray chance for a passing shower or two as we head deeper into the evening and overnight hours. And as we look ahead, that weak disturbance / cold front will move through tonight. Not going to bring us a lot of rain, but it could bring us some cooler air. But then a surge of warm air comes in just in time to get us into the end of the week before a weekend cold front knocks us back a few notches. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. More news is on the way. One variant of COVID-19 seemingly disappears from the U.S. We'll have more on that next.